It's always a choice. No one's making you do this, and there will come a time when your motivation alone will not be enough to sustain your progress in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Hello, Internet friends. Welcome back once again. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. This is a short video, and it's one that I'm going to try not to have come across as too intense, but I need to tell myself a lot of the things that I'm talking about today. And the training session you're going to watch is from last Saturday. It should be currently Saturday that you guys are watching this, or later down the week. But I've had a really difficult time getting myself to make the kinds of choices that I want to make. And that doesn't seem like it makes sense. That's something that kind of feels contradictory, where you think, well, if I make the choices that I want to make, we always default to what we want to do. But success in general is such an unnatural process. Most people who try to do something aren't able to do it. Most people fail. There's only one first place in most of the races. And so the natural place to be is chasing success, is never really to actually get there. And our nature has a tendency to push back against our drive to succeed. Our nature as human beings, as this species, we are designed, for the most part, to avoid discomfort, even if it means not working as hard to push towards happiness and to find a higher level of comfort or a feeling of fulfillment. We are drawn to that feeling of fulfillment, but we are more likely going to default to just dealing with as little discomfort as possible. And so we end up being our own biggest enemy, regardless of your circumstance, regardless of where you're coming from. And I'm not discounting those. I'm not saying that there aren't a whole bunch of factors that don't have a very large and impactful amount of influence on your capabilities or whatever your situation might be. But ultimately, no matter where you start, wherever you end up trying to go, it becomes a choice, and work ethic is really a choice as well. It comes down to making the decision that is in line with the value of the person that you want to be. And one of the things that I'm trying to improve about myself is to stop giving myself the excuse of just saying, well, that's just how I am, or that is just my nature. Because the way that I am is not the way that I want to be. There are parts of myself that I like, there are parts of myself that I dislike. What I want to avoid is being complacent while also allowing myself to be content. You can be content and want to go further. You can be happy with the person that you are and feel good about yourself while still wanting to improve and become fundamentally better in some way. And this is something that I personally have really been struggling with, where I feel like I've been at odds with my nature, where the things that I feel like I want to do are just a little bit more work than my default setting has a tendency to allow me to do. And I apologize if this sounds cryptic or if it doesn't sound like I'm being transparent. This just applies to so many different areas of my life that it would take a much longer video and a much longer medium to kind of express them. I'm not unhappy. I just see the things that I want to do and the choices that I wish that I had an easier time making, but wishing that you were making those choices is not the same thing as taking the extra steps to actually make those choices. And that's something that I'm going to aspire to do today and tomorrow and the next day, and it's something that you have to keep coming back to, because it doesn't get easier, you just get better at dealing with it and making these choices. And that's really what I want to get across today. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening to this. I hope it didn't come off as overly negative or if coming from a place that was too direct or intense. I'm just staring down a barbell that I feel like I don't want to have to lift, and I'm at odds with myself. And I'm right now making the choice to do it anyway. To make a choice to push to be the person that I want to become instead of defaulting to the person that I just happen to be. And I think that that is an empowering feeling. It's something that gives you agency within your own life. And I think it's something that many of us can benefit from trying to do in our own lives. Myself definitely included on the list of people who can improve that. So before we sign off, I want to announce that the next live stream should be, if you're watching this Saturday, May 13th, later this evening. I'm going to post this video Saturday morning. I'm going to link all the social media things of when the stream is going to be starting, and that'll happen. I'm trying to get a Discord server set up and potentially move the streams over to Twitch to maybe stop alienating some of the viewers who feel like this is negatively impacting the channel. I love the live streams. I love doing them. I will continue to do them because I think they're good for me, and I think that they help me as a person, as a content creator, as a lifter, just in general. I think they're good for me, and I think they've been good for the people who have participated. So I want to keep doing that, but I'm looking at ways to try and expand my own ability in that and to expand the general direction that those are going. And also I do want to take a little bit of time to say, once again, a very special thank you to the Stream Kings, the people who were very generous and donated this week. Invading Aliens, Billy Lett, Big Lenny Jr., Lee Yugi, and Jabix. Thank you guys so very much for joining those streams and for being so generous with your time, your money, and those donations. So to everybody else, I hope that you're having a great day. I hope that you feel empowered and that you feel motivated to make the choices that are going to help lead you to your goals, because you deserve to aspire to those things. You deserve to be unnaturally successful, and I wish that for every single one of you. So wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. Best of luck. I will talk to you very, very soon. Thank you, and goodbye.